Okay, this one is for Tiara regarding the Fae. Okay, the Fae. European Fae. Um, Basically, there's lots of different ways of looking at the Fae. There's different ways of classifying them. The most common one is the Seelie versus the Unseelie. It's Germanic, I think, from memory. Um, the Seelie are all the good fairies that won't completely rip you to pieces. Um, and they play tricks on you and do a few random sort of things. So the fairies that usually hang out in the garden, they do nice things. They're happy fairies, fairies of daytime, fairies of joy. You know, the sort of flappy winged fairies that you see on various sort of fairy cards and popular mythology sort of fairies. You know, the little happy ones with the garlands of flowers around their heads, with the little wings all flapping away. They're the silly. Then you get the Unseelie. The Unseelie are the dark fairies. They're the evil fairies that will screw people over and destroy gardens and tip over milk churns and really nasty little buggers, really. They're fairies of the night. Um, the elves were, I think, originally thought to be Unseelie um, because they're evil. Uh, it's the fairies that pretty much represent darkness. I mean, there's the land of Fae is very much a duality. It's good versus evil, bad versus good. You know, wrong versus right. On one side, you've got the silly, all doing the nice little happy things and dancing around trees and generally enjoying life. And then on the other side, you have the unsilly, which are the evil fuckers who will ruin everything. You know, and try to like smash the world. Um, So yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell. You also get tripping versus solitary fairies. I think that's Yates from memory. Tripping fairies are the ones that hang out together. Um, they're not silly or unsilly. They are basically just groups of fairies who live in gardens, live in forests, live in the wilds, and commune with one another. They tend to be good, the tripping fairies. And then you get the solitary fairies, which are like the little witches fairies, the evil fairies, or slightly darker ones that live by themselves and cause a bit of chaos and stuff. Um, yeah, the solitary fairies kind of based around sort of nature spirits and things. They can be quite dark. They tend to avoid humans. They avoid people in general. They avoid living things and just keep to themselves. They tend to be good to avoid them as well because solitary fairies can be little fuckers. Um, right. So yeah, that's in a nutshell. But one thing to remember is Midsummer Night's Dream. That was a particularly good Shakespearean play, which has a lot of the Fae in it. Uh, yeah, it's a nice play, humorous pastoral comedy where the Fae um, in the fairy world influences the mundane world quite a lot and causes quite a lot of drama. They have these people called the Mechanicals, who are average humans just going about their life. They're trying to put on a play about the fairies, and the fairies are watching it. Um, and just pretty much laughing at everything. Um, Neil Gaiman did a particularly good rendition of it at one of the Sandman magazines, um, when he portrayed the fairies having a big laugh at these mechanicals in front of them, and Titania and Oberon um, taking part in the play and kind of like wondering why humans were trying to like mimic their lives. But yeah, it's it's pretty cool. I mean, I haven't done a huge amount of work with the Fae myself. I tend to avoid um, that sort of side of it. It's too I don't know. I kind of see it as too fluffy, I guess myself. Um, I was brought up to believe in fairies, so I see it as an aspect of my childhood. My mother is a witch, and she strongly believes in sort of things like that. So yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting. I used to leave out plates of milk for the fairies, and not go to certain parts of the garden and things. So it's quite groovy. But yes, I have an awesome poem by Shakespeare, which I'll share. This is the last thing that Puck says in Midsummer Night's Dream. If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended, that ye have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if ye pardon we will mend. And as I am an honest Puck,
if we have unearned luck. Now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else a puck, a lie you call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall write story amends. Beautiful stuff.